guys. So, an announcement first. I did a live stream about do we have free will? I did it on the scientific aspect, and if you haven't seen that one, go back and watch it. I will be doing another one on the theological aspect of free will, and most of my viewers will not be surprised at my answer to the theological part of it, but for theists, they may be. So you will probably want to look at both my scientific answer to do we have free will, as well as my upcoming theological answer as to whether we have free will. And when I mean theological, I mean Christian, because with the exception of 2 years, I've only been a Christian in my religious life. So that is the announcement, and let's get on with the topic for tonight. Actually, early morning. It's 2:43 a.m. here. So, curiosity and compliance. Now, fear is a powerful thing, like I said in the description, and religion has been using it for millennia to keep us in line, basically. You know, hellfire and brimstone, you know, or if not hellfire and brimstone, then, you know, something else, you know. It doesn't have to be hellfire and brimstone. Hey, compelled unbeliever, what am I doing up so late? Couldn't sleep. So, anyway, it has been used for millennia to keep us compliant, to keep us non-curious, and people have just had enough of it. And people are saying to hell with it. You know, we're going to be curious. You know, I heard with my own ears, there's the Jehovah's Witnesses are governed by a group of men called the governing body, and one of the governing body is M. Stephen Leck, and he goes by Stephen. And so anyway, Stephen said, and it's not an exact quote because I can't, he's not important enough for me to remember verbatim what he says, but it was something along the lines of, don't be curious, because, you know, if you're curious, you're going to go off the rails, and you're going to disappoint Jehovah, and yada, yada, yada. So don't be curious. Curiosity is a wonderful thing. A wonderful thing. We wouldn't know what we know without curiosity. So if there are any children or young people watching this. Curiosity is a wonderful thing, and stay curious. You know, some things, you know, like holding your hand over a hot stove, you don't have to be curious about. Most of you will know that because you'll feel the heat, and you'll even get burned before you stick your hand on a hot stove. But anyway, just a second, Compelled. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I heard a little story more than once, and it was, someone said God was in the cave, and man went to the cave, and God wasn't there. Then God was up on the mountaintop, and man went to the mountaintop, and God wasn't there. And then God was in the sky, and man conquered the sky. This is true, Compelled Unbeliever. Compelled Unbeliever says religion teaches that God cannot be questioned. It punishes thinking, and it absolutely does. So let's see. Then man conquered the sky. God could not be found in the sky. Then God was in outer space. Man went to outer space, and God wasn't in outer space. So now they say God is beyond the universe, beyond time, beyond matter. Well, if he is beyond time and beyond matter, then he doesn't exist, because nothing exists beyond time and beyond matter. Nothing. There is a hum, not too bad, but there. Oh, you're talking about in the background? I'm speaking to Compelled Unbeliever. I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. Are you talking about in the background? If you are talking about it being the hum being in the background, that is my dad's oxygen machine. Not much I can do about that. Sorry. No, it's my dad's oxygen machine. Nothing I can do about that. Sorry. Now, there's two pantheistic ideas. There is a scientific pantheism, and there is a pantheism. And the pantheism is that God is the universe. Basically. I mean, there's more to it than that. But basically, pantheism is the idea that God is nature, God is the universe. Scientific pantheism is a different thing altogether, and I'm not too up on what scientific pantheism is. So just be aware that they are two separate things. So if we're talking about pantheism, then we can see God as the universe, or God as stuff in the universe, but not the way a theist will see God, because a theist, particularly Christians, are going to see God as all-knowing, all-powerful, all whatever. So, anyway, so these are the things that you need to think about. Just a minute, Compelled. I'll be right back. Callie, do you want the water? Just a minute. Mommy will be there in just a minute. Sorry about that. So when we're talking about compliance and curiosity, I'm talking about compliance and curiosity in a religious context. And it's not always going to be in a religious context, obviously. Some compliance is good, like compliance with the law. That is a good thing. But when we're talking about squashing curiosity, when we're talking about you can't question God, as Compelled Unbeliever has pointed out, you can't question the organization, such as what happens with the Jehovah's Witness organization. You can't question the church, like what happens with the Catholic Church. Then it is absolutely, positively a matter of compliance versus curiosity. Compelled Unbeliever asks, would it be correct to call most Christians pantheists? I would say no. Most Christians, at least the ones that I know of, would say that God is that God is not, God is above it all. God isn't even in all, because He's above it all. Even though that's not what the Bible says. The Bible says God is in all, and I don't know exactly what it says anymore. I don't really give a crap about the book. But it says something about God is in all. But, and if if Christians were to take that view, compelled, yes, they would be. But they don't take that view. They take the view that God is above all. And so, anyway, so again, curiosity is a wonderful thing. Be curious. Ask questions, because asking questions is the first step to getting an answer to those questions. And hey, maybe you're the first person to ask that particular question. And if so, good for you. Find a way to answer that question and to share that answer with others. Be curious. Make your mark in the world, because we wouldn't know what we know without curiosity. And, you know, there's just, you know, there's so much to this world, so much to this universe, so much to biology that we are probably never going. Bye, compelled unbeliever. Thank you for stopping by. We are probably never going to know it all. But keep building on the knowledge base that we have for future generations. That's what we are doing this for. We are doing this for future generations. That is what science is all about. Add to our knowledge base. So, I'm actually going to go too, and I will see you guys later. Don't forget, I have a website now. I will link it in the description. It's got a store, so if you want some merch, you can get some merchandise on that website. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And I will see you guys later. Bye.